It's tough. It's tough. We worked really hard to have this opportunity and to come up short. It's tough. I think there's always a lot to learn from, and we get the opportunity to reflect on some of the things we didn't do, could have done, but I think there's a lot to learn from it.
Jim, were you especially disappointed that
Eagles tackled Jordan Malata.
a great game all the way around, but the only thing you're going to remember is turnover? The impact of that on the game?
I don't. I always hold myself to a very high standard. Hold myself to a very high standard in everything that I do, and I think obviously I try and control the things that I can, and I touch the ball every play, so obviously want to protect it, but it did hurt us. It hurt us. You never know what play it would be, but it hurt us. You look back and you want to reflect on the things. Maybe you could have done something more. Maybe you could have tried and done something, to change the outcome of the game, and that's the way it was.
Jalen, Patrick Mahomes said that you had an outstanding performance for a guy the first time on the stage and everything. Can you take any solace from that, even with the fumble? Can you take any solace from that, from what he says?
I have a lot of respect for him. I always have. He's done some really great things this far. I think for me, we lost. We came here to win, came up short, so it's something that I know that'll motivate me. I've been here before. That's the beautiful thing about it. So I'll figure it out.
Hey, Jalen, what do you know that you typically don't show a lot of emotion? Can you describe your emotion?
You either win or you lose, or you either win or you learn. That's how I feel. You either win or you learn. So, as always, win, lose, or draw, I always reflect on the things that I could have done better, things we could have done better, to try and take that next step, and that'll be the same process that goes on now.
What'd you learn, Jalen?
Ain't watched the film yet.
Jalen, I know it's wrong, but
Brandon
what do you
said
want
that,
to take from
that
this?
you addressed the team. I don't do this to be loved. I don't do this to be hated. I don't do this to seek anyone else's approval. I do it for the guys in the locker room. I do it for all the time that we've invested into this. Do it for the love and the thrill of growing at something. And you put the work in, and you go out there and get it. You go out there and you make it happen. And it is a tough feeling to come up short. It's a very tough feeling. But I know that the only direction is to rise, and that'll be the MO going forward. That'll be the mentality going forward. That is a mentality. Obviously, credit them for the game that they played, and a very competitive football game, and a competitive football team, and Coach Reed. We'll sit back and we'll reflect on it, and we'll learn from it.
What was your mindset when you got the ball with 4 seconds left?
But win the game, had a lot of confidence in it. I ended up throwing the ball and my front lead foot ended up stepping on the back of Kelsey's, I think, and ended up slipping, and I didn't get enough oomph on it. So, you hate to end the game in that way, but it was what it was.
How disappointed were you that you didn't get a real full drive?
I don't think I don't think this game is defined by one play. One play throughout the game, one call, whatever it was. You know, I'm big on self-reflection and reflecting on the things that I could have done better. So, you know, I think I'm gonna challenge everyone, and I've already challenged everyone to think about those things, because it's the same process that we go about win, lose, or draw.
Kansas City Chiefs post-game interviews.
You know, it's look yourself in the mirror and be able to learn from everything. You know, like I said, you either win.
Jalen Hurts, really thoughtful young man. And look, that goes back to his college days at Alabama and Oklahoma. But you heard him there, you win or you learn.
Yeah.
So he's going to learn, and he knows that mistake, the fumble, that's what's going to be haunting him in the offseason. But, man, what a game he had. First quarterback with 3 rushing touchdowns, the second player ever with 3 rushing touchdowns in a Super Bowl, joining Terrell Davis, who did it in Super Bowl 32 against the Green Bay Packers. The Broncos won that Super Bowl. Terrell Davis was named MVP. Jalen Hurts should have won MVP. Eagles should have won this game. That's how I still feel about this, DJ.
That's how you feel about
That's
it?
how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's tough for Jalen Hurts, and I would just say this to the young man. I know it's easier said than done to try to flush this one down, right? Because it's the Super Bowl, the biggest game. You've dreamed about this since you were a little kid. But you played a heck of a game, man. And we talked about it, right? His leadership. We knew that he was going to take this on the chin and be like, I touched the ball the most. I have to protect the football on that, scoop and score from Nick Bolton. But again, would the Eagles have even been close in this game if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts? The answer is no. He played a heck of a game.
First player in NFL history with 300 passing yards, 70 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns in a game.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.